Stand, set, ready. The first on Farnley Day. Ready to go. Just holding them up there in the line at the moment. Now he let them go. Oh, gee, Bridgeport jumped really awkwardly. Missed the start, found itself back last. Artistry in Motion won the battle for the lead early, coming across in front of Rockfest, taken hold of by Johnston Porter, and Pike is going to have Champagne Crusader third the rail. A length and a half away came Miss Jamada, and after that very, very uncomfortable start there, Bridgeport is back last over on the rails. Artistry in Motion led them at a canter. 1,000 metres to go. They leave the back. The Hot Pot is going to sit just off him. In second spot, Rockfest, Champagne Crusader third, followed then by the rank outsider Miss Jamada, with Bridgeport down on the inside. Last of the five as they work inside the 800, and so out onto the side they head. Artistry in Motion calls the shots for Bradley Parnham in front, leading by a length over Rockfest. Not wanting to get too far off this leader. In fact, he's just started to edge his way up a little closer, coming to the turn to put the acid test to it. Then 2 lengths away, Champagne Crusader. Sitting up pretty handily placed on the inside as Miss Jamada comes under immediate pressure. Down on the inside is Bridgeport. At the top of the home straight, Johnston Porter's about to let go any tick of the clock. He ranges alongside of Artistry in Motion. At the 275, they put up 2 lengths, Champagne Crusader. Little point going any further back. He has to draw the shillelagh here on Rockfest. Artistry in Motion won't give in without a fight. They've got 100 left to go. Rockfest from Artistry in Motion, Champagne Crusader, but he'll be too good for them. He's starting to really reach through the line late, Rockfest. He's a smart horse. So's the runner-up. Rockfest beat Artistry in Motion. Third, Champagne Crusader. 6 lengths, Miss Jamada. And Bridgeport, who did land awkwardly out of the gates, still found himself back last. Rockfest. 2 for 2 for Rockfest. For Dan and Ben Pearce. And written by Clint Johnston Porter. You can sense that he's just going to get over ground. He's got that make and shape about him, and when he was livened up and he was showing the persuader, he really started to lengthen late. He's got past a nice one. Artistry in Motion's no slouch, and he was starting to work his way clear of it, and also Champagne Crusader. Always the trifecta play in race 1. The others, well, they were a day back behind them, and all eyes were on Rockfest. By Awesome Rock from Society Gal, Pierce Racing, O'Hubba, the Volleyball Syndicate, C. Solday, Gotti, G. Smith, Mrs. Annette O'Brien, one of Geraldton Racing's finest. Great to see her involved in this very smart horse. A. Allsop, T. Salmiri, R. Peterson, Mrs. C. Nile, A. DePrinzio, B.J. Travers, C. Matafari, R. Regan, B. Smith, C. Babato. And for the Pierce brothers, they've got 2 for 2 out of this very, very talented 3-year-old emerging. No doubt bigger things in store for him. Clint Johnston Porter in the saddle. 129.43 on this heavy 8 track, 1 1/4 by half a length. Runner-up, Artistry in Motion by Leonardo da Vinci from Fine Approach. Brad Parnham for Tommy Wolfe. Champagne Crusaders by Universal Ruler. From Latent Energy, Willie Pike for trainer Simon Miller. Next event will be Heat 2 of the Spring Series of the Westby Platinum Handicap. 5 Kundal is the scratching. 8 will run. They'll jump at 12.49. Lockie Taylor awaits us back in the winner's enclosure, along with the connections of Rockfest, who's really starting to emerge. He is a type, and he's certainly got middle distance written all over him, even at this early stage of his career, the way he races.
That he does, Darren. Thank you very much. We'll start there with winning trainer Ben Pearce. Ben, well done on the win. Darren was just alluding to the fact that to the eye, he looks destined to get out over more ground. What did you make of that performance, knowing that he is bred to get out over a lot further?
Yeah, and well done, Lockie. Got your best bet for the day up. Very astute.
I'm from one.
Yeah, he does look like a horse that we think is going to get up over ground. And they're always going to be vulnerable second up over the 14, and I thought he was good enough to overcome that, which he did, and he ran through the line nice late.
So moving forward, how do you place him? Is he going to be sharp enough for a race like a WA Guineas, or do you potentially give him one more run now, give him a longer break and set him for a derby in the autumn?
I think he'll definitely have one more run now, 66 plus mile in 2 weeks. I think that's the way we're looking, and then that'll tell us a lot more from there. But yeah, there's plenty of options around, so we'll suss that out over the next couple of weeks.
Mentally and physically, is there still much more to go in terms of his progression over the next 6 months?
I'm really happy with him physically. I think he's developed nice. Mentally, he's probably still got a way to go. Just watch him go to the gates there. He's sort of looking at everything, and he's just new to it all. He works in the blinker pacifiers at home, and that settles him a bit. But without him, he thinks there's monsters everywhere. So, but yeah, he'll get there over the next 12 months.
Great start to the day. You can relax now. Well done.
Thanks.
There's Ben Pearce, and here's Clint Johnson-Porter.
Clint joins us now. Clint, obviously, he put a big margin on them on debut, but in a small field today with what was always going to be a slow tempo, it's probably a reasonable expectation that he wasn't going to put such a gap on them today.
Yeah, look, his win the other day was supreme. He sort of showed us all what he had under the hood, and today, the little field, it's always going to be tough. I'm probably out of my comfort zone being up outside the leader, but that was the one to beat, and credits to the second horse. It held on a lot longer than I expected it to. I thought when I let him go, I was going to drop it off pretty quickly, and I was actually mindful because he was carrying on behind the gates and that, not to hit the front too early on him. But look, the horse is definitely above average, and he's hopefully going to got bigger and better things in the future.
And it's exciting considering he's won now at 12, he's won at 14, but listening to Ben, it sounds like we're going to see even better out of him when he steps out over more ground.
Yeah, definitely. Look, they were tossing up between the mile and the 14 for today, and I said, just give him an easy kill, and he's got bigger and better things in the future. And look, the way he hits the line, he's got a star written all over him.
Later on in the day, Great Emotion looked like she was a really nice recent trial.
Yeah, it was a super trial. She did it tough in the trial, so in other words, she got enough out of that trial, and hopefully today she can win first up.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Clint Johnson-Porter. He kicks off the day on a winning note, and he combines with Dan and Ben Pearce and a really nice 3-year-old on the rise in a Rockfest to take out the first here at Belmont Park.